This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Good evening, my Real News Media TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update for September 5, 2023. And in the news this evening, triple murder investigation underway as family killed in St. Catherine. Detectives from the St. Catherine North Police Division and members of the Major Investigations Division are investigating the triple murder of a family in Waterloo, St. Catherine. Community members discovered their bodies with gunshot wounds sometime after 5 a.m. on Tuesday. The police have indicated that all signs point to the deceased being a mother, father, and their son. They have been identified as Omar Wellington, 43, a sales representative at an auto parts store in Spanish Town, Sharon Francis Wellington, 35, a cashier at a supermarket, and Orlando Wellington, 16, a student at Inwood High School in St. Catherine. According to the police, citizens reported hearing gunshots in the area sometime after 3 a.m. The bodies were discovered a few hours later, and the police were contacted. Senior Superintendent of Police Stephanie Lindsay, head of the police's corporate communications unit, stated that the detectives are working to determine a motive for the triple murder. She stated that based on information received, the woman was reportedly pregnant at the time of her death. She added that the family's hands were bound when they were discovered. Not much is known now, so members of the Scenes of Crime unit are there processing the scene. The detectives are using whatever lines of inquiry they are following to see if they can actually put bits and pieces of this investigation together, SSP Lindsay reported. She also urged the community members to come forward with any information they might have to assist the police in providing closure to the grieving family. We want to appeal to individuals. We are of the opinion that there might be persons in the community who are aware of who the perpetrators may be, and we would love for them to give us the information, whatever information they have, so that we can arrest those persons as quickly as possible, SSP Lindsay urged. Because when you have those persons at large, one of the things that you see in cases like these is the whole question of reprisal. So we want to act very quickly to have the investigators treat with the matter. So if you know who the persons are, we would really want you to report it to the police so we can deal with it, she added. Anyone with information is urged to contact Crime Stop at 311, the National Intelligence Bureau at 811, or visit the nearest police station. 3 women shot at bar on Red Hills Road, St. Andrew. 3 women remain hospitalized after being shot at a bar along Red Hills Road in St. Andrew. The incident occurred about 4:50 p.m. on Monday. The injured women are all of Red Hills addresses. Residents heard explosions and summoned the police. The injured women were rushed to hospital where they were admitted. Investigations are ongoing. Loaded gun hidden in plastic bag seized in Portmore. The police are reporting the seizure of an illegal gun loaded with ammunition in a plastic bag hidden in a concrete block in Portmore, St. Catherine. No one was arrested in connection with the seizure. The find was made on Monday night during an operation on Rosemary Avenue in Portmore. The Portmore police report that about 7:50 p.m., a targeted raid was conducted in the area and the premises searched. During the search, a Smith & Wesson .357 Magnum containing 3 9mm rounds of ammunition was found wrapped in a black plastic bag under a pile of concrete blocks, according to the police. Government's grooming policy reasonable, says Crawford. The opposition People's National Party is in agreement with the Ministry of Education that schools should take a collaborative approach in creating grooming policies for students. The Ministry of Education has provided a grooming policy framework to guide school administrators in facilitating discussions with their stakeholders to create their own grooming policies. But the ministry has faced criticisms from the Jamaica Youth Advocacy Network, which argues that school boards still have a lot of flexibility under the policy and that it lacks punitive action for institutions that bar non-compliant students from entering school compounds. Still, opposition spokesman on education, Senator Damian Crawford, believes the approach being taken by the ministry is reasonable and acceptable.
There is a need for balance between the ability to conform, i.e. discipline, and the social norms of what are the things that should be enforced as discipline. As those continue to change, there needs to be a collaborative and informed approach by those who are policymakers, because none of us can accept that there should be no limit on the grooming of students. None of us can say you can comb your hair any way you want, you can color it any way you want, and you can wear whatever uniform you want. So all of us have some limit in our minds. It is that consultation that will lead to an agreement on what is an acceptable limit. For example, the student board, etc., being able to lobby for their independent school changes. In my time, big pants was the order of the day, and tight pants was unheard. In their time, tight pants is the order of the day, and big pants is unheard. So they should be able also to say, based on our culture, our reality, our exposure, our socialization, these are the rules that we believe are adequate, and have those concerned by the school decision bodies. Including being able to organize themselves and demonstrate, and all the proper ways in which you change rules in the adult world should be applied in the part of their training in the current ability to conform. You need progressive punishment if persons are unwilling to acquiesce to the rules that are in place. So day one, you get a detention. Day two, you clean the school. If you continue, there must become a day that you must be separated because of your unwillingness to conform. Indeed, when the student becomes an adult, they will learn that reality if they should break the laws of the country. So there is a duty for schools to teach discipline, the ability to conform. If our young people are incapable to conform through that training, through that implementation, then our society would be worse off for it. So I disagree that the school does not have a duty to ensure that conformation is something learned at the childhood stage.
Bail extended for Ruel Reid and the co-accused until October 13. Former Education Minister Ruel Reid, former Caribbean Maritime University President Fritz Pinnock, and their co-accused had their bail extended until October 13, when they appeared in the Kingston and the St. Andrew Parish Court this morning. When the matter was called up, Attorney Oswest Senior Smith, who is now representing Jamaica Labour Party councillor for the Brownstown Division, Kim Brown Lawrence, informed the court that he had not received a disclosure. Mr. Smith requested that he be served with the material already divulged. In the meantime, the prosecutor informed the court that the case file is incomplete, but the prosecutor said the Crown is uploading the files to a drive that should be ready on or before September 30. Fritz Pinnock, Ruel Reid, his wife Sharon, their daughter Sharelle, and Miss Brown Lawrence are charged with a range of offenses, including breaches of the Corruption Prevention Act, conspiracy to defraud, misconduct in a public office at a common law, and the breaches of the Proceeds of Crime Act. Meanwhile, Attorney Hugh Wildman told the court that he is preparing documents to appeal the full court ruling that the defendants have a case to answer. Mr. Wildman said he expects a date for a hearing. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.